Morning, family, friends, followers, people passing through. This is an intro. It's a message to Mr. John Shirley. John, I've been watching your videos now for months. Love your content. Love your energy. Think you're a great person. You're a father. So I gravitate towards you, and I really enjoy watching your stuff. And I did get pretty excited for you. When I started watching, you starting the carnivore. And I know with carnivore, when you're doing all fat like that, it gets very overwhelming. Now, I can tell you that if you had stuck with carnivore and added in your peppers and onions and mushrooms, and you stayed away from the rice and the starches and the breads and everything that you were doing, honestly, it might have hurt a little bit of the ketosis part of it, but I think that you would have still lost weight adding those in at an extreme rate, just because of the fact that onions will speed up metabolism, metabolic rate. It's a very sulfuric vegetable, whatever you want to call it, and it will help burn fat. Onions, no doubt, will help burn fat. Peppers will burn fat, and mushrooms will burn fat. Your digestion of digesting those nutrients with what you're taking in is going to cause a metabolic increase, because it's going to take more digestion to digest those foods. So as you're in a calorie decrease, not in a surplus, a maintenance level, which we'll talk about in a minute, so basically what you want to do is you want to find an app, John, and you want to get your maintenance calorie per day. Now, I'm assuming a guy your size, probably going to be somewhere in the 2,000-ish, maybe a little higher, 22, 2,300, I'm not sure. So I would recommend finding out what your base calorie is for maintenance. Okay, not for gaining, not for losing, just for your maintenance of your bodily functions, of just what you do on a daily. Now we can look at other things. We can decrease calorie by 250 a week, which is my opinion, not 500. I'd go about 200, 100, 250, 150, 125, you play around. Now, if you also want to throw in OMAD, 1 meal a day or 2 meals a day, you can have your last meal at, 8 o'clock at night, 6 o'clock in the evening, and then you could eat 8 or 9 or 10 o'clock that morning if you can, or 6 that morning, 12 to 14 hours. Intake your calories, leave room in your maintenance for, so if you're 2,400 calories and you've eaten 1,700 through the day, well, now you have 700 calories. So now you can go to McDonald's and do a food review, in theory. Or now you can go to anywhere and do a food review, as long as you don't exceed that calorie, because your calories baseline. Now, some are going to say yes. Some are going to say, well, it is calorie in, calorie out. Some are going to say, what you're putting in is going to have an effect. So, if you eat 2,000 calories in donuts, or you eat 2,000 calories in chicken and rice, you may gain off 2,000 calories in donuts. But then the other perspective is it's calories in and calories out. So it's really what works for your body and what works for you. Weight loss in general is going to be a very frustrating, hard road to travel, because we're out every day. We look around, we see the fast food, we see every temptation. They put it there on purpose. I mean, there's a restaurant, there's a fast food joint, there's a restaurant, like a liquor store on every corner, everywhere, and in a 5-10 mile radius, you could have 100 restaurants. It's put there to keep our addictions going, and it makes it harder for us to do what we need to do. And I can tell you myself, if you look at my food reviews, I ate horrible, but I developed a gallstone. It's a decent size, and I've had to fix things up nutritionally in some ways to try to help combat that, because I don't want my gallbladder taken out. Not yet, anyways. If I can try to fix it, myself, instead of going to the doctor and all they want to do is cut you open and then put you on pills for the rest of your life. And then if you lose a gallbladder, then you run into the pancreas and the liver being overworked, and then you get pancreatic and liver stones minus the gallstones. So you could be in a whole slew of more problems, I should say. So this is just going to be a quick video, John. I want to know if you're up for it, if you're up for the challenge. I think you and I are working together. I think I can help you. As a matter of fact, I know I can help you. I just need to know your caloric rate. And I think between you and I think we can come up with a meal plan. I think I want you to let me know how long you can go without eating, how long you can fast for, how long after your last meal. So if you eat at 8 o'clock at night, when do you need to eat again? Right when you wake up in the morning at 6 or 5, or can you wait till 8 or 10, in the morning? I need to know these things. And then from there, we can start at intermittent fasting, which is going to help you decrease calorie and burn fat. And then we can look at your total caloric range. And then we can figure out what's going to be good for you. Vegetables, little fruit, vegetables, roughage, beans, chickpeas, stir fries of peppers, onions, mushrooms, olive oil. I mean, there's all kinds of great stuff, John, that you can add in, and you can maintain if you want. You don't have to get so overwhelmed and get so confused and, okay, I want to do food reviews, but I can't. I want to do this, but I can't. But you can. You see, you get that total caloric range, and we figure out what you want to eat during the day. If you're going to be doing these food reviews and you're going to be eating breads and sugars, I wouldn't recommend having so much animal protein. It's going to complicate everything. It's going to raise your cholesterol. It's going to mess things up in the long run. You don't want to be sucking down crazy amounts of steaks and ribs and, meat per se, if you're ingesting, McDonald's and carbs and some sweets and stuff like that. You want to keep it more balanced. Now, if you're going to go back to keto and we want to add in mushrooms, peppers, onions, celery, different things like that, we can figure that out. That's easy. You're going to lose weight quick. You're going to lose weight quick. You can stay carnivore and add in those things that you felt like you were missing, and you're going to lose weight. You're going to lose weight. I promise you that. You'll lose weight. It's a fact. You'll lose weight. You'll lose weight. It'll happen. Just by me just changing a few things. I'm still eating candy and cookies and this and that, but just by changing a few things, within like the 9 weeks that I've been fixing up my diet per se, I've lost about 10 pounds. And that's probably, 5 pounds of water, maybe, 3 or 4 pounds of fat or something. I don't know. I don't check my body fat. But I know on the scale, I was getting close to 131. I'm a smaller guy, like I told you guys. And now I'm like 120, 121, 119, 122. If I eat a little bit more, 123. And you don't want to definitely, like you said, you're doing a scale right once a week. Don't get on it every day. I would also think about even walking, doing some exercise, because then that's going to help burn calorie too. So now, if you take your caloric range and we just leave it baseline and we don't decrease anything and we just keep it full for you, more money in the bank, if you want to call it, and then we can look at maybe some exercise a few times a week, which is going to also, so you're not going to add calorie, you're going to keep your calorie there, you're going to add some exercise, and you're going to eat, so you're going to lose weight. And I think we can figure this out together. I've been watching you. I've been seeing your stress. I've been seeing your frustration. I've been waiting. I've been watching. I haven't seen anybody leave much feedback that's going to be any good for you. Feedback of, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, how you're failing. That's not going to help you, John. Don't listen to that stuff. That's not going to do anything for you. You got to listen to yourself, your heart, your mind, your soul, and what you feel is right for you. And I can tell you, if you really felt that carnivore was good and you want to add in what you felt like you were missing, we can add that in. And I promise you, you're going to lose weight. You lose weight quicker than the way I stated before if you go back to that. With going back to that, we can designate days. So stay on your diet 5 days and then maybe do a food review 2 days, or 4 days and 3 days. We can figure something out maybe where we can get a food review in, maybe daily, a few times a week. We got to see where your calorie range is. I'm going to want you to get a notebook. I'm going to want you to start writing everything down you eat. So time of day, so whatever your first meal is, first snack, whatever you're putting in your mouth, time, and then what you put in. Okay? Time and what you put in, everything written down in a log. So that way you can see exactly what you're eating. You can put a caloric number to that, and you can start tracking what's going on, and you can have some data to resort to, you see? Which will help your progress because it's going to stimulate your mind to know that, hey, I'm being accountable. I'm writing down what I need to do. I'm following this protocol or whatever protocol we come up with. And you're going to weigh yourself once a week. And we're going to try to get you into maybe have some of those foods that you like. Be able to feel that you can still make food reviews, but also stay on a diet that's going to help you lose weight. So it could be a win-win like you were trying to do. I saw a lot of happiness and I saw a lot of excitement a month ago. I also saw an increase in subs and an increase in watch from those videos. So I think we can go back there if you want. I don't think it's a dead end. If you like chicken and you like what you were eating, the deviled eggs, all that stuff's great. We can go back to that and let's add in the peppers, the onions, and the mushrooms. And if you want to add in salad, romaine lettuce, that's roughage, John. The amount of calories it's going to take you to digest that food while eating clean, you're going to burn fat. You're going to lose weight. And if we start some exercising, it's going to happen quicker. All right? Bigger guys will lose weight fast once they hit that right diet and exercise equation. Bigger guys have a tendency to put on muscle very fast, which will decrease body fat very fast, and you will get strong. Bigger guys have the advantage of being stronger, of putting on muscle better, and once you get going and start shedding the fat, you're going to be amazed. I'm telling you, I've seen plenty of stories of guys that were bigger, that shredded down, that started working out, and that became monsters. And I'm not saying that's what your goal is going to want to be, but I'm saying there's a lot of hope here, and I think you need to look at yourself and realize you got a lot of potential, John. I see it in you. I know you got potential. I wouldn't be making this video for you if I didn't. And I'd like to help you get there. I'd like to help you succeed in a diet, and I'd like to help you to be able to incorporate all the angles that you want to on your channel, because I feel it's important to you, and I can tell it's important. I know it's important to you because I can feel it when I watch your content. So thank you for listening. I'm going to post this to you. I'm going to also leave a message on your page as well to look for this video. I want you to let me know basically how long you can go without eating, how long you can fast for. I know you've done some fasting, some intermittent. I've seen some things with the way you've been eating, but I just want some more definitive answers there. And from there, we can figure out the next step. So I just want to make a little quick one to you, John, and I hope you get back to me, and maybe we can figure something out. And yeah, I'd like to give you some help if you're willing. Thank you, John.